Hey guys, welcome back. I'm out here today at the farm, and I'm doing I've got a lot of work to do actually. Um, I've got to check in on a two-frame nuke that I couldn't find the queen last time, and so I got to check on her, and then if she's not there, hopefully another two-frame nuke is laid up enough to steal a frame from that and transfer it over. And if that doesn't work, then it's on to plan C, but we'll have to see what plans 1 and 2 have in store first. Boy, this isn't going well. I got my newspaper wet last night. And then it's over at the other. I'm actually at the farm today, and I have 2 separate apiaries, one for the mini nukes and then one for my production hives, I guess you could say. And then over at the other one, there's a couple of nukes over there that I'm going to split and transfer into, well, let's see here, these double nukes. So, and then I'm going to take some brood out of a carniolan hive, and then some bees from the split from the Italians, and try to make 2 more nukes and bring those back to my home apiary. Like I said, this is a kind of a convoluted type day for me, and I'm trying to get it all done as fast as I can. First thing I have to do is check on this double nuke, so you can come with me and we'll check it out. You got to be into the finals. We had a great Stanley Cup final last night when we seen from home beat. So yeah, if you remember a few videos ago, I made these splits up, and I added some Oliveira's queens, Carniolan queens, to a package. It wasn't a split. I split a package out is what I did, and these 2 got the Carniolans, and that one got the Italian queen that came with it. This one we had to do queen releases, and I was releasing this queen, and she disappeared on me, so I buckled it up. This one, the queen started flying away, and I knocked her down, and she landed on the frame, and she went back in. A few days later, I went back and checked, and or 2 days later, and this one was fine, and the queen had come back into this one, which all was grand. Flash forward 5 days, and I went to put some new feed in, and I checked on this queen just to see, because when I saw her the 3 days before, she had some splayed wings when she was walking around. It was really odd, but I just wanted to see, how she was doing, blah blah blah, and I pulled the 2 frames, and she wasn't in there. She's a big pink Carniolan queen, and there's only 2 frames, and I didn't see her on either one. So I'm going to check and see if she's, maybe she was in the box or something, but if she's not here, I'm hoping this one is laid up enough to where I can steal 1 frame of eggs and brood and put it in this one, so these bees can create their own queen, and it's that simple. And then I'll have to wait 30 days on this one to see what's up. So give me a second. I was checking on other hives earlier today, and the bees were ornery this morning, and it's warmed up quite a bit. So there, I see they're out of feed, so we're gonna have to get them some feed, and that's another reason why I came out here. But give them a puff of smoke. Okay, so well, let's see what they've been up to for the past week. They're humming pretty good in there, which kind of indicates they might be queenless. Quite a few bees in there still. You know what? These are really, they're kind of ornery. I'm going to put my gloves on for this. Come on. Well, as you can see, they've built out this comb pretty good. The queen is not on here, on this frame anyways. And they've done nothing to this side. So we're going to take a look on this frame, and if she's not here, well then she's not here. And it's going to be that simple. Oh, they've already decided, and they've already got their own queen cells here. She must have laid, but there are queen cells on here, and they have already, one that looked like it hatched, but she isn't on here. She's definitely gone. Well, that adds a new wrinkle, that there is actually a queen cell there. I didn't think that she was there long enough to lay any eggs, but apparently you can see that there are 1, 2, 3 queen cells, and there are the one queen cell has hatched or whatever. So well, that added a very, very, very new wrinkle into the situation. Since this was part of a package split, I know that those bees, those eggs are from my Carniolan queen. So there we go. They are ahead of the game as far as that's concerned. I don't know what else to say. That's very, very surprising. So she was in there long enough to lay a few eggs and then disappeared. As you can tell, there really wasn't much for. Did you see the capped brood that was in there? There was just a small pocket of capped brood. Very, very, very surprising development there. So boy, if I was really thinking, I'd have brought out some pollen patties for this hive, for these hives, but I kind of forgot about it. I had so much stuff I had to bring out. Well, that kind of pretty much was very unexpected. Very, very unexpected. I guess a good unexpected. You never know what you're gonna get, right? So I'm gonna fill this jar up with sugar syrup and I'll be back. Try to drip a little bit on them and let them know that there's new feed there. So while I'm here, I might as well take a look and see how this is doing, and if it's doing, I might split and get another mini nuke started. Okay. Very calm. All right. Well, let's take a look and see what's going on in here. They've really built this one out, and there's my Carniolan queen. She's walking around right on that frame. Let's see if she's been doing any laying on this frame. I'm actually just going to set this in here just like this. Well, I don't see any eggs in that one. Let's take a look here. Oh geez, yeah. Look at that. She's laid that up real nice. This is loaded with eggs and larvae, and this would actually be a perfect frame. To transfer. And I think I might just do that. I'm just going to start a new hive right there with this one. Ha! I should have shown you that. I had the camera pointing the wrong way here. I put in a frame of clean comb, built-out comb, pretty much built-out comb, and I'm going to give that to them, and she should start laying that up like right away. I might have to go home and go get these some pollen patties, because there's just not enough pollen in these hives, and I also need more sugar containers. Was not kind of expecting this. But we're good. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that big spider doing some hunting, I guess you could say, huh? Look at that son of a bitch. He's he did some hunting there. Little bastard. As long as he doesn't take my queen, I'm okay with it. Survival of the fittest. Okay, back to this one. Now what we're gonna do is give him a so that they got a frame. I'm gonna give them an empty one. It'll take them a while to realize that they're queenless here. But those were all brood bees, so they should stay in this hive. Whoops. That extra comb that I stuck in this hive, the half built out one, should help this queen to begin to start laying in that comb almost immediately. Like I said, I just got to get this frame some or this hive some pollen patty, and I got to get each one of these some pollen patty. I don't really need to check on this one. This is that, well, I might as well. This is the Italian. I know she's built up extremely well. Italians just tend to do that. I don't know what it is, but the only reason I like the Carniolans over what I got is because they're more winter hardy. Italians are not, so because they keep brood production later in the fall when I want them to shut down, and when it gets too cold to do that, and then they start too early in the spring when they really shouldn't, because that's all they want to do is breed, breed, breed. But I didn't want to roll this queen, but you can see this one. Ooh, this is my Italian, and you can see this one is completely built out. They built out the entire comb here on this side. She's laid up in it fully already. They haven't touched this side though. Oh, Jesus. This one is so full. Yep, it's loaded. Funny thing, I don't see her. Oh, there she is. She's wandering around on the outside frame. This frame right here is completely laid up. These bees have been, they don't get much busier than this. So funny thing, I'm going to turn this around. And make them build that out. So they're barely touching their fond or their sugar water. So I'm gonna give theirs to the other. Okay. Well, honestly, this inspection couldn't have gone much better, or this, whatever you want to call it. The fact that they're growing their own queen in here saved me 8 days. So that, you know, nothing wrong with that. I'm going to actually take this with me. Oh. Well, I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to have to go back to the house and go get fondant for these and come back tonight or something and well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're back. I'm just came back to feed these bees, and then I decided to take this Italian queen who is doing really well and split her out. Move. If I can avoid rolling her at all. I'll see her on that frame. This is a real good frame to split out, actually. Plenty of bees. It's got brood and larva and eggs, everything you kind of want. No pollen or anything. Just real quick, I'm going to take a look, make sure the queen is in here. This is probably a better frame to split out, but there she is right there. Okay, good. So she's still in here. And it really doesn't matter. It's two frames, so I'm going to take this frame here and stick it in here. I hope you're catching this. I don't know. They should create a queen, and we'll just walk away with this. This one's actually going to come with me. Well, I haven't made up my mind on that yet. And then I need a frame for that one. Okay. All right. Well, oops, wrong way. So this is still queen right, and I just need to put a pollen patty. Okay. Oh, actually, okay. Hang on a second there. Give it a little pollen patty. There we go. There we go. Alright. This one. This one needs pollen patty. Okay. Split. Queen right. This is queen right. This has queen cells, and this is a split that I just did. So we're good. So this is building bees for the future. That's what this is all about.